Sometimes science fiction holds an obligation to give messages and even commentary about our social systems.
Alien Nation was tackling themes of racism and segregation.
At least I'm a detective, not some outer shit space thing.
Not very subtle metaphor.
Their ship was a slave ship, washed ashore on Earth with no way to get back to where they came from.
They are immigrants who have ended up in LA, a lot of the time doing the menial jobs. So it's a look at the way LA works.
Alien Nation is basically a science fiction version of a buddy cop movie. Two mismatched cops come together to solve a crime. Well-known trope by this point in the 80s.
Hey, nice signal, dickhead!
The film stars James Caan as the human cop, Matt Sykes, and Mandy Patinkin as his alien counterpart, George Francisco.
My true name is Stangya Sorensa.
Sorensa, well, Gesundheit. Thank you. I'll call you George.
Terrence Stamp plays the newcomer, the villain in the film.
You move one thing in your history, you hear me? Not history. Eternity.
Gail Ann Hurd, she didn't want to be seen just as James Cameron's producer. She wanted to say, look, actually, I do my own things, and that's where Alien Nation comes in. It has the feel of the Terminator. It has a feel of that look, that way that Cameron went about science fiction.
Where's the drug?
Bring the science to the contemporary, bring it to the current city. And that idea that Los Angeles is an essential character in the whole piece.
Initially, when Stan Winston and his team got that job, they were hoping to make the aliens a little less humanoid. Some of his team were looking at the Lou Gossett Jr. character in Enemy Mine as inspiration for where they could go. But in the end, and I believe wisely so, the filmmakers said, no, we want them to be closer to human, to really play up that theme of we're similar in the end, right? So why these differences?
Yeah, I mean, it's made of rubber. It stretches, right? And still it fits.
This genre has always been about the expansion of our ideas and how we relate to one another, our social elements, our social structure, even elements that we should be more mindful of and even dismantle.
Why do we have to take them? Why can't they go to Russia or someplace like that? No, I'll drink to that.
Alien Nation thrived later when it was redeveloped for television. That's when the themes that we talk about are in your face every week, and the show becomes an allegory for all these topical stories that are still resonating today.
That's that.